Do you struggle with swallowing capsules or just want to take a partial dose of a probiotic? I'll show you how to do it safely and easily. In this video, you'll learn why taking partial capsules is so helpful. I'll show you how to open a capsule and take a partial dose, tips to make the process easier and less messy, and why partial doses of probiotics might actually work better for your gut than a full capsule. If you struggle to swallow capsules, it's actually quite common and you're not alone. Some people have a really strong gag reflex, and others are really anxious about swallowing pills. If your gut is sensitive, taking a full capsule of a strong probiotic might feel like it's just too much. Partial doses can be a great option, especially when starting new probiotics. So, whether the capsule is just too hard to swallow or you want to ease into things gently, there's nothing wrong with taking that capsule apart and just taking a partial dose. Now let's get hands-on. I want to walk you through exactly how to open a probiotic capsule and take just part of the contents. No mess, no stress. First, really important, make sure your hands are clean and dry. This is really a key. If you have any moisture on your fingers, they're going to stick to the capsule and the capsule is going to start dissolving and melting, and that will make things really tricky. So I have my capsule here. Next, you want to grab both ends of the capsule with your fingertips, and you want to start by giving it a little twist, and I am twisting this capsule right now, just like turning a bottle cap in opposite directions. And as I'm twisting, I'm pulling both ends apart, so the capsule is now open. Most probiotic capsules are actually designed to come apart fairly easily, so don't worry if it feels a little bit firm at first, but it will come off. Now you'll see there's powdered probiotic inside both parts of this capsule here. So now you just want to tap or pour a small amount, whether you want a half a capsule or a quarter capsule, into some soft food or drink. And I'll just pretend I've got some food here in my dish, so I could pour out this part of the capsule. Let's just say I want about a third of that capsule to start with today. I could put that into some applesauce or even a drink. Just kind of eyeball what it is you're going for. Now the rest of the powder can be stored right back inside the capsule shell. You can simply place the two ends together and just push them back together, and it'll actually do a little click there when it's all the way closed. And you can go ahead and store this capsule somewhere clean and dry until the next time you want to take more from this capsule. So I do have a few precautions about opening probiotic capsules. So first off, Bacillus spore probiotics are naturally acid resistant, so you can safely open the capsules and mix them into either hot food or cold food, or you can drink them without compromising the potency of the probiotic. Saccharomyces boulardii yeast probiotic is also acid resistant, and it's also fine to open the capsule and add to cold foods or drinks. Just avoid mixing Sac B probiotics with hot liquids. It's important to note that other probiotics may use special capsules to protect the probiotic from stomach acid or to control how well they work inside the GI system. So opening some probiotic capsules might reduce their effectiveness. All of the probiotics that I use and recommend are okay to open and take partial doses, but if you're using a different brand, check the label or contact the manufacturer before opening the capsule or taking partial doses. Once you've opened up a few capsules, it gets surprisingly easy, but it's a little bit awkward when you first get started. Here's a few tips on how to make the process smooth and stress-free. First, dry hands make a big difference. Capsules are designed to dissolve when they get wet, so any moisture on your fingers can cause them to get sticky, soft, or even break apart before you want them to. Just wash and dry your hands well before you begin. Next, think about what you're going to mix the powder into. Soft, cool foods work best, things like applesauce or yogurt, pudding, or even a bit of mashed banana. You can also stir the powder into smoothies, juice, or a few spoonfuls of water. Just avoid large amounts of hot liquid if you're using regular probiotics because the heat can kill the beneficial bacteria. But here's some good news. If you're using Bacillus spore probiotics like Megaspore Biotic, those spores are heat resistant. That means they can survive in any hot food or drink you put them into without being damaged. So you've got more flexibility if you're working with a spore-based formula than a regular probiotic. Also, if your capsule doesn't want to come apart, try twisting it gently and pulling straight. Most capsules open easily once you get a feel for it. If it breaks or spills, not a big deal. Just scoop up what you need and save the rest if it's clean. And don't stress about being exact. You don't need to measure perfectly. Even if you pour out a bit more or less than you intended, your body will be fine. The goal is simply to go slow and support your gut in a way that feels right for you. Starting with a partial probiotic dose can actually help your gut adjust more gently. This is especially true if your gut microbiome is out of balance or if you've been using antibiotics recently. Your body could react strongly even to a good probiotic. Partial doses of probiotics give your body time to adapt. So instead of pushing too hard too fast, you're giving your gut a nudge in the right direction. Even with partial doses, probiotics can sometimes cause unexpected reactions. But there's good news. You can prevent these side effects before they even begin. I've put together this video with 7 simple tips on how to avoid common probiotic side effects.